back at it. It's Thursday. I didn't walk on Wednesday, but on Wednesday I did an IG fitness class with Hennessy Fitness, and I'm still feeling the pain, but it was a good workout. So today I'm back at it again on a different route. It's a little after 7 in the morning. It rained a lot last night, so it's just nice and cool this morning. Got my selfie stick out. I'm sure y'all didn't want to see my jaws anymore because the camera was that close, but hey, you learn as you go. You change your different angles, you see what works, and you make adjustments. So I've made adjustments and took out my selfie stick. So people are out and about. Garbage man is coming around doing their pickups and stuff. So, morning. It's a good day, beautiful day. Other people are out doing their walk and stuff. So what are we going to talk about this morning? What's major? Oh, for those who ask, I keep my headphones around my head because once I turn the camera off, I take the earpiece out, put on the headphones, and I listen to music. So that's why. If I had these on and try to talk through them, it wouldn't be as clear. So for those who ask, that is why. So major right now is NBA games were boycotted. So for those of you who were keeping up with the news, Jacob Blake, a black guy, was shot in the back 7 times by white police officers. And I'm highlighting the race because that's an important factor in what's happening right now. So it goes back again to George Floyd, Sandra Bland, everybody who's been killed by white police or by cops unnecessarily. So Jacob Blake, like I said, was shot in the back 7 times, and he's now crippled. Changing the view. He's now crippled. So he's a father of 3. I've had people on Facebook saying, oh, he should have complied with the cops. He shouldn't have walked away. He wasn't an innocent person. And all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, he did not need to be shot 7 times in the back. I'm sure there were less lethal ways in which to subdue him. Case in point, since he's been shot a couple of nights ago, there's been demonstrations and protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And that's where the shooting happened. And 17-year-old white militia person killed 2 people. Just shot in the crowd, killed 2 people with an AR-15 rifle. Guess what? He was arrested peacefully. He wasn't considered a danger. He was able to be arrested peacefully. There's reports that the cops even offered him water to drink and all of that stuff. So, white privilege. And it's so sad that even after George Floyd, you would think that the cops would be a little bit more cognizant of what they're doing and try a little harder to use non-lethal force to arrest people on a whole, and black people in general. But Shannon Sharp said that, and he put it more eloquently than I would, that as a black person and as a black man, he's walking around with a lethal weapon that he can't change, and that's the color of his skin. Because people see black and it's a weapon against that person, and you can't change your skin color. So if you're black, you know, people will clutch their purses because a black person is with me in the elevator or wherever. They might rob me, or a black person is walking behind me late at night. They may attack me. Who knows what may happen? You know, so for most people, or for some people, they see a black person and they don't have good thoughts about that black person. It's always thoughts about what they can do and all kind of stuff. Saw a video the other day where an immigrant white lady to the USA is telling a black American born man to go back where he came from. And I'm thinking, you fully have an accent. That means you were not born in the USA. So who are you to tell this man to go back where he came from? You know, like, that's what people have to deal with nowadays. Anyways, back to Jacob Blake and the NBA. So there was news coming out that the Raptors game in Boston, Raptors were supposed to play Boston today. So today's Thursday. So on Tuesday, there was news circulating that that they might boycott their game. So we were, you know, waiting to see what happens with that. Then yesterday, Wednesday, Milwaukee and Orlando were supposed to play their game at 4 o'clock. And normally, you know, the NBA scores pop up on my phone. Yes, I'm that girl. So I noticed it didn't pop up. So I just finished coming off the road, and I decided to turn on the TV and see what's happening. Put the game on and didn't see anything. So I went on the internet and checked and found out that Milwaukee decided to boycott the game, and Orlando decided to join them in the boycott. Join them in the boycott and not allow them to forfeit the game. So there was so that shook the sports world. The irony of it is, yesterday was 4 years to the day that Colin Kaepernick first took a knee in the NFL. Anyways, back to NBA. Told you I'd be rambling on my walks. So, you know, that caused a stir. All the analysts, the news media, everybody, you know, reporting on it. So, that's what's happening. My pace is slow today. So that's what's happening. So then the wonder was, would the other games be boycotted as well? Sure enough, a few minutes later, all 3 games were postponed. Nobody was playing basketball last night on the men's side. On the ladies' side, I think one game, they played a couple of games, but they had their protest jerseys on. I forgot which team it was, had it, their shirts on with Jacob Blake's name on it, spelled out on it, and 7 holes in the back for the 7 shots that he got in the back. So that was Wednesday. That was the NBA, and no games were played yesterday. I'm almost positive that no games will be played today. There's 3 games on schedule today. Like I said, Raptors were supposed to play their first game of the second round against Boston. Lakers were supposed to play Dallas, and I think Houston and OKC were supposed to play today. But I highly doubt those games will be played. In MLS soccer, a couple of the games didn't go off as well because of the boycott. They too boycotted their games. Baseball, a couple of the games didn't play because they too boycotted. Hockey, well, there have been some statements from different people, but don't know what's happening there yet. And for those who watch TNT, Kenny the Jet Smith is one of the panelists or analysts on the 1 of 4. Him, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Ernie Johnson. They make up the 4-man team on TNT. He walked off the set last night because he said he's going to join the players. He didn't feel right sitting and commenting about what's happening. As a black man, he just felt passionate about it and decided that he wouldn't be working last night. Now, I didn't watch the video of Jacob Blake getting shot. Reason being, I did not want to see another black man being shot and killed. And Raga Shanti from Tambourine Radio always says, you cannot unexperience an experience. So I didn't watch the video or the many videos showing George Floyd being choked to death, really. And I didn't watch, yes, I'm crossing in the middle of the road because, you know, the lights change. And I didn't watch Jacob Blake getting shot. And I typically don't watch those videos when they come out for the simple fact that I don't want to see, 1, somebody getting killed, 2, somebody getting shot, and 3, I just don't want to have that experience. So, yeah, I didn't watch it. But from all the tweets and everything else that everybody said, you know, the mere fact that he got 7 shot in the back is a problem in itself. So now he'll be paralyzed or crippled for life. He's got 3 kids to support. So who knows what's going to come out of this. And, you know, people wondered why Milwaukee Bucks decided to boycott the game. But Kenosha is in Wisconsin, and Milwaukee is in Wisconsin. So it stands appropriate that, you know, the players of the team would feel very bad about it. So we'll see what happens. We don't know if any more games are going to be played. We don't know what's happening. So everything in the NBA is on a standstill right now. So they'll keep me posted. I'll keep you posted. Everybody tell you watch this video will be on news anyways. But hey, we'll roll with it. Kids in Montreal are going back to school on Monday. They go back to school a couple of weeks earlier than the kids in Ontario. Parents are still scared, still not wanting to send their kids to school. And I can understand that. I'm glad my child is older where I don't have to worry about that part. because most of her classes are now online. So, which is good for me. I don't have to worry about, you know. But for the younger kids, I mean, for the kindergarten, the elementary school, like, their natural inclination is just to be playing with each other, running up and hugging each other, dancing, playing. You know, how do you curtail that? How do you stop them from going and doing that? So that's like a massive infestation waiting to happen. I mean, even for myself, I see my friends, and my natural inclination is to run up and hug them, and then you come to a break, a full stop, and you're like, oh, can't do that. And, you know, that's sad, but I'm waiting to see what happened in the Quebec schools, and because they'll have a 2-week head start to the Ontario school program. So we'll see if there's any outbreak and how they handle it, and see what's happening here. Our numbers were going up for a bit, but I think today's numbers, they're under 100. So we'll see how that works out. Jamaica numbers, they're not as high as they were the other day, but they're still higher than it was at the beginning of the pandemic. So we'll see how that works out as well. I was watching their debate a couple of nights ago, and it's interesting. It wasn't a 1-on-1 debate. It was a 3-and-3. 3 members. There's 2 political parties, the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party. So there was 3 from the PNP and 3 from the JLP. Each, you know, they got their questions, and each person took turn answering, and it was fun. There were some funny bits in it, and it's always funny how at the end of the debate, each party would come out and say they won that debate. And it's the same anywhere, Canada, the US. Whenever there's a debate, each party comes out and say they won the debate, and it was great and all of that stuff. But yeah, so I finished my rambling for today. I'm gonna shut off now because I need to pick up my speed. I need to finish. I think I'm doing about 8 kilometers today based on the route that I take. It'll be posted at the end of the video anyways, so you can see how I'm progressing. But have a good day. Be kind to somebody. Be nice. And if you see a homeless person, say hi. And if you can give them some coins, give them some coins. I remember talking to one once, and you asked that one of the things that they said they missed the most was being noticed. You don't notice homeless people. You see them, but you don't notice them. And what I mean by that is, you'll know they're there, you'll see them there, but you don't acknowledge them because you don't want to, you may not have money to give them, or you don't want to give them any money. So you really don't look at them, you don't see them, you don't notice them. So even if you have no money to give them, say hello, say hi, so that they don't feel like they're nobodies. It's bad enough, it's hard to be homeless. It's bad enough to be homeless. But then to not be noticed, for people not to see you as a person, as a human, that has to be hard. So if you see a homeless person, say hi. Even if you have no money to give them, just say hi, wave, acknowledge them. Trust me, it goes a long way with them. throughout their day. So that's my take for today. And see my view. I may actually get better at this. We'll see once I go home and watch the videos. I don't edit them for perfection or anything. I just post them, add my stuff to the beginning and the end, and that's it. What you see is what you get, no editing. So have a grand day. Be blessed. Be kind.